Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, so yes, it is yet another weekly reading vlog. So I know I haven't done a reading vlog in about 2 weeks. The last time I actually recorded was like around Halloween time. I've been battling a cold and I'm still fighting it off, but I'm not like the way I was last week. I feel like I'm at the end of the road with it. So yeah, it's not only been me that's been sick, it's been my son and my husband. My girls got sick like a little after Halloween, so they fought it off fairly quickly and it just pretty much bounced around in the house. So yeah, me and my son and my husband have been dealing with it for the past week, but we are like all at the end of the road of it where we're fixing to be done with it. So anyways, so this week's goal is finishing the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've already started it. I am on chapter 14 and so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. And I can't wait to get through it. I think right now we are on husband number 2. So yeah, it's getting really good. It's been good from the beginning, but it's getting better. So yeah, I can't wait to get through it just to see the story of Evelyn Hugo. Anyways, yeah, so and the next book that I want to get through is Wayward Sons by Rainbow Rowell. I don't have the physical copy, but I have the audio on my Libby app. So yeah, that's waiting for me and I'm ready and excited to go on the journey with Boz and Simon and just to see like where the story is gonna take you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I will check back in with you guys a little later. I do want to show you guys the new room that we are gonna be moving into. I don't know if I think I have mentioned it like once or twice that the room that we're in is not our permanent room. Our permanent room was occupied by our family members and they have recently moved out. Okay, they have recently moved out and now we can finally move into our room and I'm really excited because I finally get to decorate it the way I want to, and I'll show you guys and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later about that. So yeah, anyways, I will check back in with you guys later. Me and my son are fixing to eat and then I'm gonna probably read a little bit before I have to clean. Maybe not, I probably won't clean until my kids get home, but yeah, it's not a lot that I have to do, it's just I need to do it. But anyways, I will check back in with you guys later. Guys, happy Tuesday. So yeah, I am back to discuss how I am feeling about The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So you guys, I'm currently on chapter 25 and I literally probably could have been a little bit more than halfway if I didn't stop reading last night. And it's not that I was tired and I stopped reading. I had to stop reading because my son was being super needy last night and kept bothering me. I was sitting here in my living room just peace and quiet. Everybody was asleep. I was trying to get my son to go to sleep, but then he kept coming over here asking me to go lay down with him. So I felt super bad because I kind of got onto him and told him to go lay down and he was apologizing to me for bothering me. So I felt so bad. So I ended up just going and laying down with him. And not only like maybe like 5 minutes after I laid with him, he fell asleep. And I was up by myself contemplating if I should just get back up and come to the living room and finish reading. But I ended up taking some of my anxiety meds because I have been struggling with anxiety for the past few weeks now, or like I've always struggled with my anxiety, but it's been hitting me pretty hard for the past couple of weeks, and I want to say it's been hitting me harder that I've been sick, and I don't know why. Like, it just really has. So I took some of my meds last night, and maybe like within 30 minutes after I took them, I ended up just getting really drowsy. So we have had some interesting moments so far in the book. Right now I am currently starting husband number 3. Last chapter I discovered some things about Evelyn that I was not expecting to discover. I had some, what am I trying to say? I had some thoughts about the situation with her friend Celia, but I had no idea that Evelyn felt the same way, you know. So what I'm talking about is that we have discovered that Evelyn is in love with the woman, and that woman is her best friend Celia. And I am all for it, you guys. Like, I was mind blown when Evelyn was the first one to make the move. So yeah, I was like, you go girl, you go and get that. But anyways, she identifies as bisexual, which is totally fine. I freaking love that her and Celia are having more than just a friendship, that they are in it relationship wise. And I think it's good for Evelyn to have somebody that loves her back the way she loves them. But anyways, now that we're jumping into this next chapter, I feel like I have a hunch that it's gonna be devastating, because at this point in the story, Evelyn has pretty much been blackballed from her actress career, acting career. If you don't know, Evelyn is an aspiring actress, and pretty much her last husband, Don, has gotten a divorce with her, has sent for divorce papers and everything, but he's so big in the Hollywood scene that he pretty much can get whatever he wants, and he has pretty much blackballed Evelyn from anything. So now she's out of work, and she's not being bitter about it at all, which I completely freaking love. At this point, she's just like, oh well, what I'm gonna do is do what I always do and just start from back to the bottom and work my way back up. And like, I freaking love that she didn't just let it beat her down. Like, she just like, oh well, like, I've done it once, I can do it again. That I love her freaking enthusiasm. Like, seriously, I don't like how she went about doing the things that she did to get where she was at, but hey, you do what you gotta do. Closed mouths can't get fed. You gotta fake it till you make it. I don't know, whatever else you guys can think of. Like, that's just how I feel about Evelyn right now. Like, I freaking love her. I'm gonna try and read a little bit more, and I will check back in with you guys whenever I have some more to discuss. So, hi guys, happy Wednesday. So I'm finally back with an update. I know I told you guys that I would update you guys if I read any more and how I was feeling about the book. And let me tell you, I read the book yesterday and I finished it. Yes, I finished this book yesterday. Let me take that back. I devoured this book yesterday. I could not put it down. As soon as I picked it back up yesterday and started reading, like, I had to read it until the end, and that's exactly what I did. After my last update, I did tell you guys that I discovered that Evelyn is in love with a woman, and that woman is Celia St. James, and they met doing a movie together, and their arrangement was really meant to just use one another, but it ended up turning into something a whole lot more. And the moment that I found out that Evelyn had the same feelings for Celia, like, that had already blew my mind, honestly. But throughout the entire story, they've had their struggles with their relationship, because Celia wants to be out in the open and Evelyn doesn't, because Evelyn knows what that will cost both of them. They will not only be blackballed from ever acting again, they'll be hated. Like, because in this time era, being gay is not the way of living. If you're gay, then there's something mentally wrong with you and you need to be put away. That is pretty much is how she describes it throughout the whole entire book. So she's always fighting against Celia with this whole situation, because Celia just wants her to love her out in the open, not under an undercover lover, I guess you can say. But Evelyn she just can't find herself to want to do that to both of them. And that's just something that she has to constantly defend herself to Celia for. But this ends up putting a strain in their relationship. And then as time goes on, you know, Evelyn, in the whole entire story, it does talk about each husband that she has married. It goes back behind the backstory of every relationship that she's been, or every marriage she's been in. And yeah, so we get a total insight of how Evelyn's relationships were. And I have to say that my favorite relationship was her and Celia, obviously, but also her relationship with Harry, who was her best friend, who she married. And that was her sixth marriage. When she married him, she had already been married for the sixth time. He was her sixth husband, I believe, or her fifth. No, it was her fifth husband. And yeah, I felt like that was the perfect marriage because her friend Harry was gay as well, and he had already had a lover. So they had this agreement that they were gonna be like a big family. Celia was married to Harry's lover, and then obviously Harry was married to Evelyn, and like they just lived like that for years. They were happy with one another. Nobody had to know their secrets. Everybody just thought that they were just double dating, but no, in reality, Celia and Evelyn were in their relationship, their own little bubble, and Harry was with his lover, who happened to be Celia's husband, and they were in their own little bubble. So this was going on for a while, up until Harry wanted to have a baby with Evelyn because that is his best friend, and he never thought of being with any other woman because obviously he was into men, but he knew that he could do it with Evelyn because he trusted her. So they decided to talk to their other partners about this, and everyone was okay with it. Celia, on the other hand, was not so okay with it because, you know, she just never could come to think of Evelyn being with a man. Like, she was so jealous of it that she hated the thought of Evelyn being with a man. So that really put a strain on their relationship, and then it was kind of like, I wouldn't say the last straw for Celia because she loved Evelyn and she wanted to make Evelyn happy the best way she could. So she went along with it. Evelyn ended up getting pregnant with Harry's baby. And then they just co-parented everybody. Like, they all put their weight in, but really it was between Evelyn and Harry. Celia came to her about a job opportunity that she didn't want to take, but she felt was a best fit for Evelyn. So Evelyn decided to take her up on that offer and went to go and see the producer who was producing the film. And then she discovers that in this movie she would be co-stars with her ex-husband, the one who had put her through a lot, blackballed her, and pretty much made her start from the bottom. So yeah, Celia at this point didn't really think it was a big deal. She just was like, prove him wrong, prove him that what he did was wrong. And that's exactly what she did up until they had to do a sex scene. And when the director told her exactly what was going to happen, she knew that it would crush Celia. So she went ahead and did it behind Celia's back, expecting to like tell her, but after the fact, to make it seem like she wanted to tell Celia so that way Celia can give her the blessing. But even though she had already did the act, she just wanted to make sure that it came straight from her first. But in the end, it ended up just blowing all up in her face, and Celia was just done with it. And after that, they split up. Evelyn remarried again, and at this point in the story, she's already had her sixth husband, which is the last producer that she worked for. And during one of the Oscar awards, Celia won another Oscar. At this point in the story too, she's already won 3. She was watching the awards ceremony with her daughter and Harry, and her husband was there at the awards ceremony, but she didn't want to be there. She wanted to be there with her family. Evelyn did. And this is what got me all choked up, because when Celia went to go and accept her award, she did say to the camera and to anyone tempted to kiss the TV tonight, please don't chip your tooth. Now, this made me tear up so bad because I was extremely happy when she said this, because at the beginning of the story, when Evelyn and Celia were first in the relationship, the beginning stages of the relationship, Evelyn is the type of person that is so selfish and she only cares about her own wants and needs, until she met Celia, and she didn't care about herself anymore. She cared about the love of her life, and she wanted nothing but the best for this girl, this woman. And when she won her first Oscar ever, Evelyn jumped up with excitement, kissed the TV so hard that she chipped her tooth. So this was when Celia said this, and the last Oscar that she won, this was just like the cherry on top of the cake for me. Like, it was an inside joke between the two of them, and I literally got so emotional. I want to get emotional now, but I'm gonna just, you know, chill out because that was just such a beautiful moment. And at this point now, Evelyn knows that Celia still loves her. Even after like 10 years that they've not spoken to each other, the love is still there, and this is her chance to get her woman back. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna hop off because, yeah, I do need to get up and clean yet again, you guys. This is the story of my life. I was gonna clean, but you know, I'll check back in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I am back with another update. Right now I'm currently in my car and I'm waiting for my daughter to get out of school. It is Friday, which means it's the start of Thanksgiving vacation for us. I'm a little excited. I kind of feel like I want to do a 24-hour readathon now that I think about it, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna like sit on that for a while. I probably won't do one. I think I'm gonna wait until December for the Christmas vacation that my kids have, to do a 24-hour readathon, but like legit do a 24-hour readathon. And I want to stay awake for the duration of the 24 hours, not take little naps. Like I literally want to do Zoe style readathon. If you know who I'm talking about, Read by Zoe. I freaking love watching her 24-hour readathons. Like, ugh, they're so inspiring. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to hop on just to let you guys know that I'm not gonna read anymore for the rest of the week. So I'm ending my weekly vlog today here on Friday. I did finish, I told y'all I finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I freaking loved that book. I can definitely see myself rereading that book, maybe like more than one more time. I probably will read that book over and over and over because that book has stuck with me since I finished it. Literally, like, I feel like it just changed my life. Like, I want to read more books like that, honestly. So if you have any recs, leave them down below for me, please, because I really do want to try and find something similar to The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I don't know, I guess because I've been so caught up with reading YA fantasy lately that I haven't picked up any other genres other than like stuff that has to deal with like mental health and all that. Not saying that that's a bad thing, because I like reading those type of books too, but I just feel like I haven't picked up something like that genre in a long time, and I'm wanting more of it, honestly. But I did say I wasn't gonna read anymore after that I read that book, but I went ahead and read Saga Part 3, Volume 3. I don't know how I feel about Volume 3. I'm a bit confused because of how they wrote it. They kind of wrote it as like an in-between, if you know what I mean. Like, things that happen in book 2 and in book 3, it's kind of like a rewind. Anyways, I'm just really confused. Or not really confused, like, I understand now that I finished Volume 3 what's going on, but I wish they hadn't wrote it the way they did, because for a little bit there I was confused, and right now I'm confused trying to explain it to you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off and I will see you guys next week.